The Mighty Nein make some mighty changes as Yasha gets another brutal cameo, and the adventuring party may be getting a new member.
Wait a minute, what?
Before we dive into some huge changes from the Mighty Nein, why not take a second to hit those like and subscribe buttons to help us keep these videos coming? It only takes a second and we really do appreciate it. And then, let's talk some Mighty Nein. In the latest episode of the Mighty Nein, we see the second fleeting appearance of a Yasha unlike any we've ever seen during the actual campaign. As while she appears to be under the sway of the Cambian Oban, although he's sort of appearing to her in the guise of a dark elf of the Kryn dynasty currently, we also see her slaughter not only soldiers, but even a young woman who surrendered that reminds her of her lost wife, so clearly this version of Yasha has some idea of the carnage she is inflicting as the Orphan Maker, as she has a flashback before crushing this poor woman's skull, although there is some kind of influence being exerted on her via the mark on the back of her neck. But soldiers, civilians, and even horses aren't safe in her quest for the beacon, although we still don't really know why she's hunting it down besides the fact that Oban, or whoever this new version of her controller appears to be, just seems to want it. But the truly big changes really begin right after, with the Cobalt Soul already uncovering Trent Ickathon's role in the theft of the beacon, with the help of Beau, and then seeing Trent arrested and tortured by the King and the Cobalt Soul, which continues to just completely rewrite Beau's origins as another of Marisha's characters gets a major animated glow-up. But we also get thrown instantly over to Zadesh and the Nip, where we meet the Gentleman as Mollymock / Lucian's past with the Tomb Takers comes to light again, and this version of the Mighty Nein has Molly being the one connected to the Gentleman via his now dead friend and former circus master Gustav. The Gentleman here is played by the amazing Nathan Fillion, and this time he sends him to a ruin that's not, just some old wizard's tower. It's the cave ruins where Nidus, Lou Wilson's incredible character from the EXU Calamity miniseries, hid his fortune in his treasure ship, which he called an inverted arc, which was a really fun and unexpected callback. And now it's also heavily tied to the Cerebus Assembly, as we're really diving into that aspect of the plot far, far earlier this go around. And the changes just keep on coming as that inverted vault of Nidus is being watched by the Empire and not a tribe of troglodytes, along with being guarded by massive ancient technology golems that are sound activated, and Ford nearly abandons the whole team under the influence of Ukatoa after grabbing the first of Ukatoa's orbs. But the biggest change is that Trent Ickathon, after being released by the king who is now in on the conspiracy, takes the beacon to the front lines at the Ashgard garrison, and turns the beacon into an anti-gravity WMD that annihilates the Kryn soldiers there, and reveals Essek's role in the theft of the beacon. Both are massive departures from the original storyline, where the Mighty Nein actually help save the garrison from a normal Empire invasion, and that actually helps them gain some influence with the Kryn dynasty. But that is all gone. Basically, the core conspiracy at the heart of the original actual play has been completely revealed to many, many people at this point, some 80 episodes before they found out in the actual play itself, and you have to wonder how the Mighty Nein are going to get in with the Bright Queen now that one of their big heroic acts that endears them to the dynasty got turned into Trent Ickathon just basically wiping a garrison off the map. Matt Mercer has mentioned several times that he really wanted both Trent Ickathon and Ukatoa to be much more present and much more fleshed out as the big bads of Campaign 2, with Lucian kind of filling that role on the fly near the end of the campaign thanks to some choices made by the party that he wasn't fully expecting. And this new timeline has done a great job of positioning Trent as a complete menace to the entire world from day one, and has just begun to truly reveal the influence of Ukatoa as well. And with Essek now also betrayed by Trent and his role in the theft of the beacon uncovered, his entire storyline has radically changed from the actual play also, and we can't really imagine how it winds up being anything remotely close to his role in the show. So we have a very sneaking suspicion that we will soon wind up with Essek being the newest member of the Mighty Nein proper, in this new version of the Mighty Nein and this new world and timeline that the cast is building. That would explain why we're getting so much Essek so early, and why his secret has already been uncovered by members of the dynasty. It gives him a reason to be desperate enough to team up with the Mighty Nein, as they both wind up going after the beacon later in the season, and it finally gives Matt Mercer a quote-unquote main character to voice in a Critical Role animated series, and a chance for his and Caleb's romance to really be explored more deeply. So don't be shocked if Essek joins up with the Mighty Nein for good before the end of Season 1. But what did you think of all the huge changes in the latest Mighty Nein episode? Let us know down in the comment section, and don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons.